The Metroidvania genre meets H.P. Lovecraft and Sundered, a tough 2D platformer with roguelike elements and a fantastic hand-drawn art style. Sometimes its randomness threatens to ruin the flow, but romping through this underworld is a worthy challenge. Wisely, Sundered focuses more on mood than on exposition, and it keeps the story's details about scientists uncovering forgotten horrors largely limited to cryptic remarks from a monster who speaks to you along your journey. After all, action and exploration are the true emphasis here, and Sundered's map nails the essential elements of the Metroidvania genre. You spend most of your time unlocking shortcuts and new areas with the help of satisfying toys you discover, like gravity boots, a grappling hook, and a massive energy gun. Then there are moments when you fight huge, satisfying bosses who make your character look like an ant beside them. But Sundered distinguished itself most through twist on the familiar formula, and usually with success. Its three main zones have widely different personalities, such as an underground research facility and a cathedral where the wind tries to whip you away. Repeated forays into previously explored caves become a little more interesting thanks to random enemy spawns, and the way rooms connected to boss chambers and shortcuts rearrange themselves each time you die. Unfortunately, the flexibility needed to pull off procedural generation also means these areas are more forgettable because they lack the visual power of the hand-designed chambers, and they don't look much different from each other. The randomness enhances Sundered in other ways though, such as how hordes of enemies can pop up at almost any moment and prompt adrenaline-fueled battles. Sometimes, though, these fights can grow a little too intense, and some of the more dangerous enemy abilities get lost in the flood of effects and animations. Moments like these make Sundered really tough at first, and the pacing sags a bit in the middle as you need to grind more of the shards that drop as currency for upgrading your abilities and passives. In fact, one of the neat quirks of Sundered is that death isn't all that discouraging. It's almost something to look forward to, aside from the long treks back across the map. Death allows you to upgrade your character at the hub's sprawling ability tree, and thus each attempt becomes a tad easier than the last. It's an attractive concept, and Sundered further teases your frustrations by giving you the choice of consuming the Elder Shards dropped by Sundered's bosses to become more powerful at the cost of a darker ending. I might try for the best ending someday, but I think I need a break after the roughly 17 hours of madness for the first one. For more tough games, check out our reviews of Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy, Darkest Dungeon, The Crimson Court, and Nex Machina.